Okay, so in our last document we did all of this drawing all over the document, and so now what we want to do is actually have a look at how we can use the ink to shape tool. Before we do that though, I'm just going to show you a demo here of the ink replay. So because I've done all of these sketches over this document, what I can do is I can press that little button there, and you can see that the document is actually been marked up as, or replaying, all of the things that I did. And so that way the kids could actually see the process of marking marking the document up, rather than just getting the finalised document. Now, before we actually use the ink to shape tool, we also need to erase what's currently there. So let's get rid of the little play button there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the eraser, which is over here on the left hand toolbar, and in order to erase the markup that you've done, you simply draw over the top of whatever you want to get rid of. You can obviously use this when you're marking the document up rather than at the very end. So that's now let us erase everything that we had previously created. Now we're going to use the ink to shape tool. So as I said, the ink to shape tool is that one right there on your toolbar, so you can see where I'm selecting the ink to shape tool, and what that will do is take any drawings that you create and it will automatically convert them into proper shapes. So if I just give you a demo up here, if I simply turn off my eraser again and choose a pen, and so I want ink to shape, so I chose a pen there and ink to shape. Now I can simply draw a triangle, and you'll see that that triangle I drew has been converted into a much better quality triangle. Let's try with a circle and a square and so on. Now you can use this for all sorts of shapes like arrows, circles, squares, all of your regular shapes, and it will take all of the edges that you create and do them. I'll just give you an example of a bad arrow here. So if I draw an arrow without the tip attached, you'll see that it fails. It doesn't know how to deal with that. So you need to be quite careful with your arrows in order to actually get an arrow to work correctly on your document. If you leave too much of a gap here, if I grab my little red pen, see that big gap, that's not going to work for the ink to shape. So while it is quite good at being able to pick up the shapes you're creating, you do need to also give it a decent representation of that shape. Okay, so give the ink to shape tool a go and let's see how you go.